Hi, okay, here we are, Game Studio 3D, working in Cinema 4D and learning how to model. It's really fun. And you can join me and start learning how to modeling in the free 3D Cinema 4D app. Well, free for 30 days if it's something you want to do, animate or make games. So here we are, we're modeling this little dinosaur, and we're going to be selecting this little circle and then looking at the geometry here. And I want to move his placeholder up a little bit. So I just selected the placeholder plane. It was the plane that we were working on, dragging these menus around a little bit so we can see better. And I'm on the polygon. I'm in polygon mode. And I want to go up here to model mode. And then I'm going to slide my little picture up a bit, like this. I don't mind if it's not centered. I just need the ball to be centered. And then I'm going to go back to the sphere now. And what I want to do on the sphere is I want to go up to the texture tag on the pink, and I want to play with that a little bit. And in here we have some options to change the color. We can go to transparency and turn it on, and then it's totally transparent. And click this menu here, and we can edit the transparency in here. And right here where it says brightness, I can turn this down a little bit so that it's not totally transparent, but so I can see through my color a little bit better. So can you see that? I'm going to render it. Click the render button. Oh yeah, you can see through it okay. But while we're working on it, that's one way of setting up the transparency so we can see it. I'm going to select the holder background image, and I'm going to move it. I'm going to kind of place the dinosaur in the center. You might see which way I'm going here, and I think I'm going to start modeling the center of this guy with the ball around him. And instead of well, what I want to say is I'm going to make the placeholder bigger too as well. So selecting the placeholder plane with the image on it, I'm going to go up to the scale tool here. And now I'm going to scale up my image and center it a little bit more, like that. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to switch back to the arrow tool, move it up a little. So this is the live selection tool, and I always call it an arrow because that's what it is. It's a black arrow. And there, I've moved to the image. So look at that. You can see where I'm going here a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go back to the scale tool and scale that up. See, I thought when I saw this drawing, I thought this is a perfect first time 3D model image to work on. And I'm turning the whole scene and we can see how we're going to start using just the one-sided dinosaur to model around. And you can do whatever you want to do. You can jump in here. You don't need a photo and start playing around. But I will say one thing that is really important that I was told years ago when I started working in Cinema 4D, but I didn't follow the rule because I had so much fun. I like doing things my way. But I learned after a long time, after modeling, rigging, animating, laying out UVs, that this is the better way to go than I'm going to show you now. Because whatever model you start working on, it just gets bigger and bigger, and you'll see. I'll talk a little bit more about that. The mistake that I made in waiting so long to do it, but today I'm not going to do that. So we've got our little circle there, our little sphere model, and now I'm going to go ahead and click down on polygon mode, and I'm actually going to switch to the sphere, not the plane, and we can see the sphere right here. And we're gonna consider where all our lines are and how we're gonna do this. So, all right, I'll see you back in the next tutorial.